Yo, what up? It's motherfucking Moses. And I was watching some feminist compilation videos, and it made me think about that fucking video I made with me arguing with this one chick. If you want to watch the videos, I think they're called Men Are Sex Objects and Can't Choose Whether or Not They Can Have Sex. And there's two of them. One's 10 minutes and one's 3 minutes. Now, going deeper into that conversation in that situation, what was going on was I was with this girl, and she wanted to have sex with me and I didn't want to. Why? Number one, because I was physically unattracted to her. Number two, because her personality, I didn't like that bitch, and she was fat. Okay, so the time that she was talking to, what happened was it was like 3:00 in the morning. I woke her up to fuck. She turned over. I kept looking at her, and I was like, I don't want to have sex with you. Yes, I fingered her vagina a little bit. She probably played with my dick a little bit, but I didn't want to have sex, and I stopped it. And I probably left out the room. She said I jacked off right after that. I don't recall that, but there's been times that I don't think she's never caught me jacking off. She probably came in the shower one time, in the bathroom when I was in the shower or some shit like that, when she just asked me to fuck the night before, and I'm just, I don't want to fuck you, bro. First of all, we have to stop meeting these fucking people on the internet. And it's really you females out there, bro. What? I heard somebody else make a video about this topic. Well, I'm just gonna get off topic real quick. It's normalized. It's more normal to slide in people's DMs than to speak to females in public and try to get to know them and try to fuck them like that, like they did like 10 years ago. And I don't know, because I stay to myself. I already know not to fucking fuck with people in public any fucking way that I don't know. So people are saying that it's more females respond like you're harassing them or like you're doing something strange to them if you try to get at them in public in real life. But I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. But if that's the case, you have to make it, women, it's your job to make it easier for us to not look like fucking weirdos. Not me, I don't do that shit. Other people. To not, because the catfish is heavy out here, bro. The catfish is heavy. She could tell you all kind of fucked up shit I did. I didn't wash the dishes, I didn't clean up out there. That's because I don't like to be lied to, bro. I don't like to be... Hold up, I gotta get that shit. I don't like to be lied to. Okay? When I ask you what your body type look, everybody knows the difference between thick and fat. We're not from two different countries. We both know that 5'4" and 200 pounds, that's not thick. That's obese. That's morbidly obese, probably. If your body, I think it's more than 30% body fat, that's obese. That's fat in every country, on every planet. 5'4" and 200 pounds is not thick, ladies. You're a fat bitch. Okay, so I didn't want to have sex with her, and she proceeded to, verbally assault me. Now, the situation was like every other motherfucking day. I'm a spiritualist. I can't fuck every day, and I'm not a goddamn teenager. And that's just not fun for any fucking body. Eventually, it becomes a chore. It becomes a task, and it's just not fun. Maybe if I was like a sex addict, or maybe if I was a victim of rape, I might try to convince myself that this is what I want, but I've never been raped before. So I don't think having sex every day is fun. But You know, every other day she would tell me, maybe this might not work if you don't want to fuck me. This might not, I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't be here. Maybe you should find somebody that's okay with you masturbating instead of having sex with them. There's times I woke up, I was like, look, there's no way. There's no way. Look, I'm just going to jack off. I'm going to jack off in the shower. I wake up nice and early, jack off in the shower, meditate, bust a nut in the toilet, meditate, pop one off anywhere. Because I don't want you to have it. That's the ammo. Then eventually I was like, okay, it's been 3 days. I'm good. I can make it like 2 weeks. And even I'll tell her, look, I don't want to fuck you for 2 weeks. Not because you're ugly or anything like that, or your teeth are fucked up, or because you don't take showers and your hair's thin because you stress so much because you can't get pregnant. Not because of any of those things, but because of my spirituality for spiritual purposes. And she would still try to seduce me. That's disrespectful. You're spitting in the universe's face. I even went so far as to take a page out of Liz's book. She said, Aaron, we should probably stop having sex because it feels like we should have other ways to express our love for each other. And I was like, you know what? That's kind of deep, bro. I feel you. Said that shit to her. Tried to be on some Shakespeare shit. I was like, look, babe, I think we shouldn't have sex so much because it's getting in the way of whatever else we could be doing to express our love for each other. No, I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, you just hang out with me more. And I was like, well, I really don't like you. I really have other stuff to do, and you don't get money. You just talk to niggas all day and try to get them to send you $30 or $40, and that's not hustling. That's begging. So I like to get money. You're a beggar, and we don't have anything in common. You disgust me. You're on the side. I don't want to do that. I don't think that's a good idea because the more I hang out with you, the closer that I'm going to get to the grave. You're going to strut. You're going to make me want to drink. All kind of stuff. You're going to try to seduce me, and I don't like you. It's gross. So what I'm saying is, man, I've been told that I need therapy. I've been called a faggot. I've been told that I should be homeless. That I'm not a real man. Pretty much everything. Because number one, because I would stop having sex in the middle of having sex, or I didn't want to bust a nut when she already did her whatever the fuck she did. And I just didn't want to continue to have sex, or I would just randomly stop. I don't know what that is. Or because I would just stop having sex because I just didn't feel like it. Now, if you want to just stop having sex, you don't owe anybody an explanation, bro. You don't have to explain yourself because it's your body. You have more control on whether you want to have sex more than she does. You know why? The same reason that there's no such thing as rape pertaining to a man in Georgia, because you can control whether your dick gets hard or not. But her pussy is always going to be there. It's always going to be there waiting for you. And if you really want to have sex and she doesn't want to have sex, there's really nothing she can do about that. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, bro, don't make anybody feel bad because you don't want to fuck. It's all these rejection's not good for women, bro. They hate that shit. It's a defense mechanism for self-preservation. Men are really supposed to be able to be rejected because that's how we're programmed. Women, they will go crazy. They'll call you gay. What do you must have HIV or herpes or something. Okay, well, you must be gay then. You don't want to have sex with me? I'm like, no, bitch, I don't want to have sex. Well, now I don't want to have sex with you even more because you're a shitty person. But no, I don't. Initially, I didn't. You know, my homie was telling me the story about when he was in the hospital and he had some form of the flu. And this woman was with her friend, and she was staring at him because she wanted him to pursue her, maybe even get her number, fuck her, something like that. The niggas, this is in the waiting room in a hospital, and he just looked at her, looked away, probably looked down. The nigga was sick. So she looks at her friend, leans over and says, "I don't know, girl, he's probably gay." And I was like, what? She said that? She didn't consider, we are in a hospital waiting room. Maybe the nigga's sick. Maybe he just doesn't have the energy for all of that. Maybe. Maybe there's nothing wrong with you at all. Maybe there's other things in life but fucking and pursuing you. But I just want you guys to know, man, you don't have to have sex if you don't want to. Just because you busting the nuts, you don't have to keep going. You don't owe anybody. First of all, you don't owe anybody sex. That's impossible. That's impossible to owe somebody some sex. Not because they pay the bills or the rent or they take care of you. You don't have to fuck them. Because they suck your dick when they feel like it. Sucking dick is a skill. You can't really force anybody to suck dick. You can, it's called oral sodomy, and it's usually done through intimidation. But just because she sucks your dick here and there, that doesn't mean you owe her sex. Just because she feels insecure because you never want to come inside her, so she could trap you with a fucking unwanted baby. You don't owe her anything. Just because, she feels insecure because she comes first and she wants to make sure that she is sexually valuable by making you, have an orgasm. You don't owe anybody that. Because she's a victim of rape and her sexual appetite is very high and she's insatiable. You don't have to do anything like that, bro. You don't have to do that. If she wants to be a trick, let her be a trick, bro. But just because she gives you money, you don't have to fuck her. Like all these things, just because that's just how she was raised. Just because nobody's heard of such a thing. And then she's asking all these people, I'm like, you don't see this bitch? You don't see how she acts? Sometimes when I fuck, I start thinking about other things, so I don't bust. And then I just get deeper and deeper in thought. And then I'm like, damn, I don't want to fuck anymore. I start thinking about hella shit. There's only a couple reasons that would happen. Being physically unattracted to somebody, the sex not being that good, or maybe some kind of smell. Maybe there's other things that are important, more important, much more important. Maybe you're contemplating whether or not you should risk having an unwanted child when you already have a child that you really don't want to take care of that much. Because it's work. It's work. It's not always, for most of the time, it's not fun. If you don't have kids, then you don't know that. You might be an auntie, you might be a fucking babysitter or a cousin with a whole bunch of little ass kids. But if you're a parent, that's way different. You get to go fucking home if you don't have kids. And your genetics aren't activated, your instincts aren't going crazy when you don't see this child. None of that happens when you're an auntie or an uncle or a cousin or even a sister. When you're a parent, my nigga, that shit doesn't go away. It doesn't stop. It's mostly 90% of it is not fucking fun. So 10% out of 24 hours, you're only awake usually for like 18 at most. 10%, that's 1.8. That's not even a full 2 hours of fun. And it's not even 2 hours. 2 hours. It's not even a full 2 hours. It's probably 2 hours a week of fun with your child. Even when you're playing, it's still not that fucking fun. It's not. Throwing the ball, oh my god. Pick it up, throw it. Yeah, that's awesome. That's not fun, bro. I'm not when I do that, it's not fun. It's fake. It's a game. I want him to have fun. I want to have fun too. I'd rather him have fun. That's just not fun, bro. So me thinking about that, should I be fucking this woman without a condom I just met? I don't know. I thought about that a lot. She said some dumbass shit. She doesn't read that well. Maybe I shouldn't be not using a condom. She thinks it's okay to have welfare and food stamps the rest of her fucking life. Man, you know what? Let me pull out real quick before I even get close, before I even get that tingly sensation. That's what I think about. That's the reason sometimes that I did not want to continue with the sexual activities that I was partaking in. And that's okay. Whatever the reason is that I wanted to stop, it's really nobody's business, even the person you're having sex with. If you want to stop, that doesn't make you anything. That makes you a man, because you want to do whatever the fuck you want to do, and you want to take control, and you want to dominate your own life by not letting anybody implant anything inside you that might make you feel differently about yourself. For somebody to call somebody, especially a person who's been raped, if you've been raped before and you call somebody else a name because they don't want to have sex, you're most likely mentally retarded or very close to it. Or you need some kind of help. You need medical help, mental health, medical help. How can a rape victim tell somebody that they're a bad person or they're not a real man because they don't want to keep having sex? When somebody forced you to have sex multiple times, a domestic violence victim, that's probably some kind of PTSD now that I think about it. But I feel empowered. I feel empowered. I like to be different. I like to be that person that is unique, the person that they can't forget about. Because, of course, the claim was that's never happened before. They've always finished the job. She's always forced these people and they've always complied with her sexual needs. I don't do that shit. I'm not a goddamn gigolo. I'm not a motherfucking prostitute. If you want to fuck and I don't, that's too goddamn bad. And I feel better about myself. You just told me that never happened to you. Just like this other chick told me she's never been rejected before. I don't want to fuck you because, first of all, it's too easy. It's too goddamn easy. I like challenges. I'm an Aries, bro. I like challenges. And when you say, hey, do you want to fuck? And you're a stranger, it's not really appealing to me because that's some thirsty shit. You're a female. Act like it. Number one. Number two, there's other shit to do. And I like to fuck in the morning anyway. I don't like to fuck at night. Beds are for sleeping. So when I lay in the motherfucking bed, I'm trying to go to sleep. When I'm in the bed, I'm thinking about what the fuck I'm going to do before I put my feet on the floor. Objectivism. Beds are for sleeping at night from motherfucking 10 to 6. You don't want to cuddle. When you lay down and I try to talk to you, you always say later. Bitch, because I'm sleepy. Duh. The fuck? I want you to hold me and you don't want to hold me because if I hold you, I'm not going to be able to go to sleep. Dumbass. What do you think? We only fuck when you want to fuck because I'm the man, bitch. I have to get my dick hard. You don't have to do shit but lay there like you do. So, yeah, we're going to fuck only when I want to fuck because you can't get my dick hard. I got to think about other bitches for this shit to happen. You don't think about these things. You never questioned yourself about these things. Never, ever. If you're having these problems, it's because the nigga doesn't like you like that. If you're a woman and you're watching this, because the nigga doesn't like you like that. Really? I mean, or maybe he's depressed. Maybe he has anxiety. Maybe he's in a bad place where he should be not fucking all the time. If you don't have your shit together and you're having a lot of sex, then you're a dumbass any fucking way. I told her. I told myself that too. People have told me that numerous amounts of times. I said, maybe we shouldn't be fucking. Because I don't have enough to be, having all these goddamn babies and shit. It's not a good idea right now. I don't make over motherfucking $80,000 a year. I shouldn't be having sex. I don't even have health insurance, bitch. I don't even have health insurance. I don't even have my license. Why do you want to have sex? If you want to fuck somebody with no health insurance, you're stupid. And you want to fuck somebody with no license, with no car, nigga. I only got 2 pairs of shoes. Why do you want to fuck somebody who only has 2 pairs of shoes? Get the fuck out of here. Are you stupid? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You got to be more selective than that, bro. Just like I made that motherfucking video. Who the fuck is that? I made that video about having sex with people with no standards. That's a dangerous game, bro. Ask her about her exes. Oh, one time I dated this nigga in a wheelchair. The next time I dated a nigga with one eye and a peg leg. Like, what? You dated a pirate? You went from that nigga to me? I understand you're trying to upgrade, but no, sweetie. You gotta get the fuck away from me. Nah, bro. Nah. No. You gotta see some consistency, some congruency, some standards. You can't just have standards out of nowhere. You got a little bit of self-esteem about yourself after that last nigga beat the fuck out of you and you watched Dr. Phil for fucking 10 hours a day once. Learned a couple medical terms. Nah, bro. I think we have to realize that, firstly, you can only have so much respect for somebody that you had sex with the first day that you met them. Number one. Number two, if you don't have sex with her, bro, that is a testament to how real she is. Now, I'm not saying if she's a sex addict or, a victim of rape or she was molested that she's not a real person. But if you keep getting controlled by that and you're a woman, you need to get some help. Not running around calling people faggots because your fucking uncle put his hands in your motherfucking pants and you didn't tell anybody. That's not my fucking problem. What does the title mean? The title means that if you don't want to have sex with a female and she does and you don't want to, that means that there's nothing wrong with you. That means that even if you are persecuted for for exercising your rights, that you're not a faggot. You are a real man and you're a real person and you have real emotions and you have real feelings and nobody should be making fun of you or labeling you any fucking thing. And if they do, they have the mind of a child and the mind of a sexual predator is what I'm saying. That's what the title means. So as long as you don't because the last person I was involved with said that nobody had ever just stopped having sex with her in the middle and initiated sex but then didn't go through with it because they changed their mind. So basically when men reject women, they're called faggots and they're made fun of, and when women reject men, they're empowered and independent and strong. And that was a problem. You know, I was threatened multiple times with being kicked out, and you know, she said she was going to end the relationship because I didn't want to have sex because I was not attracted to her, because she physically and personally I wasn't attracted to her. This woman lied to me. She catfished me. She lied to me. She was a pathological liar. Yeah, yeah. I made a video. I made two videos about it. Drunk as I was drunk as fuck. I made a video, two video. I recorded two of our conversations when we were arguing. When she was calling me a faggot, and she said if I want to masturbate, then I should be single, and things like that. It was pretty horrible. I felt bad that she was coming at me like that as somebody's child. You know, I felt bad because she told me she got raped a couple times. I felt bad because um, she was telling everybody my business. She was asking her friends, asking her mom, calling people in my face, and I was like, why are you doing this? Because I don't want to have sex with you. I mean, first of all, you shouldn't have catfished me. When I got here, I was expecting something else. And, you know, like I said previously, we all know what thick means. So when I ask you what your body looks like and you say thick, we all know that thick is not 200 pounds and 5'4". That's not thick on any continent. You know, that's fat universally. You know what I mean? Maybe not Africa. I don't know that much about African culture, but yeah, bro. That's really it. I mean, just being offended. I felt empowered by that, though. I felt empowered by it. Yeah, yeah. I think it was the PTSD. You know, I think being rejected by so many people, and then being rejected by somebody who's supposed to be romantically involved with you, just hurt her a lot. And there's a lot of females. There's a lot of females that are not used to that. Um, but that's just what it was. And yeah, that's really just what it was. It really fucked me up a lot. And what the fuck is that? And it fucked me up in that sense. It just made me really change my perspective on life. I mean, it's happened before, and I think if you're really real, then it's probably happened to you too. Because that's the thirsty guys that's just gonna fuck whatever, whoever. That's not the only time that people have said I was gay because I don't want to have sex with them, females, obviously. But like this one chick, she was dancing in front of me. We were at work. It's usually at work too. Being sexually harassed at work. We were at work, and she was doing this dance and looking me right in the eye, like shaking her titties and shaking her ass. And I was just looking at her like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And she was like, she walked away and she was like, "Yeah, Carla, he gay." And I was like, "What? Are you fucking stupid? That's crazy." She was doing some weird like 60s. She was like shaking her arms and her titties were shaking. I mean, I could see it with my peripheral, but yeah, bro. It's unfortunate. It's hard out here for a pimp, bro. It's fucked up. But it's empowering though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Rejecting females is fun. It's fun. It's fun because watching them squirm and seeing how ignorant can get. Just not being used to somebody that's not super thirsty and fucking. Maybe if I was a virgin or some shit. Maybe if I didn't already have sex thousands and thousands of times, that'd be different. But It's not. It's not what it is. And it's not even worth it anymore. See, I know the real outcome. I know what you can really get. I have a child. These people didn't have children. That's what it is. I've had both an STD and a child before. I know the worst parts of sex. I hurt my dick. I even broke it. I broke my penis. I know pretty much everything that can happen to you during sex. That bad. Nobody ever tried to put their finger in my butt or anything like that. I slapped myself in the balls one time because my girlfriend was riding my dick and I tried to slap her ass, but the timing was off and I slapped myself in the balls. It hurt. That was pretty funny though. That got like 12 likes on Facebook. Uh what, I had STD? See, I don't know if I had an STD or not. So I'm not gonna lie about that. I do have a child. That's real. I slapped myself in the balls. I broke my dick. It doesn't get as hard as it used to anymore because I snapped it. I don't even want to tell that story. Um, what else happened? When you do missionary and it slips out and you jam it and it like that happened like 4 times. Every time that happens, my dick doesn't get as hard as it used to before. That's not good. All kind of shit, bro. So I know. I know the benefits of rejecting sex, especially with somebody that doesn't know how to read, never finished fucking high school, has anxiety, hair is thinning because they don't go outside and get sunlight. House smells like shit because they're too scared to walk their dog because there's people outside. Never had a job before. I know the benefits of remaining celibate. So thank you, my nigga. Call me a faggot. Say I'm not a real man. Whatever you like. But guess what? I'm not about to have a kid with you and you're not happy with yourself. And you shouldn't even be having you should have to pay a tax to fuck. The sex shouldn't even really be legal like that. You should only have sex. You should be only allowed to have sex if you make over $60,000 a year. You should not be able to have sex if you are in a specific tax bracket. Because that's stupid. Why do you want to have kids and you're poor? Why do you want to make your fucking kids suffer like that? You can't give them. You can't even do shit for yourself. Why would you want to have kids? What are you fucking stupid? Why do you want to fuck? And you call somebody a faggot? Maybe no. Maybe I'm just smart. Maybe. Maybe I don't want my seed, my unwanted child, to feel unwanted and hungry at the same time. Maybe, okay, at least if the motherfucker's unwanted, he goes to a good school, he has loving fucking other people around him, and he can eat whenever he wants. He has shoes on his feet, not on welfare. I don't have to collect any kind of check from the government, food stamps. At least if I don't like him and I don't want him to be alive, at least make him be comfortable in other aspects of life. Or if I want a child and I can smother him with my love, but sometimes we don't have enough food. Sometimes we gotta split a burger. But I love him. But not both. Why do I want this motherfucker to be broke, poor, 2 pairs of shoes, one of them has a fucking hole in it, and I don't want the motherfucker to be alive. And I look at him, I'm like, I told this bitch to get an abortion. If I only had enough heart to push her down the stairs. Why would you want to do that to a child, bro? That's horrible. That's horrible. Purposely having children when you know you can't take care of a child, are you fucking retarded? Fucking when you know you can't take care of a child, are you fucking stupid? So, ladies, I just want you to know, if the nigga doesn't want to fuck you, maybe you should reassess how much you should improve your life. Because that's a woman's job, to get people to put stuff inside her. And if you can't do that, you're stupid. And dudes, the homies out there, fellas, if you don't make over $50,000, do not have sex with anybody but yourself. Simple. Kids out there, if you can't take care of a motherfucking kid, don't do. Eliminate. The only way to assure that you don't have children is just don't fuck. It's easy. It's easy. Wake up in the morning, jack off. Jack off as much as possible. As much as you can. My record is 21 times. I stopped coming after the 14th. Jack off as much as possible. Because then you can do whatever you want. You can stay up till 6 o'clock. You can do whatever you want. And the worst thing that you can be in life is a bad parent. And there's no way for you to be, and a rapist. But there's no way that you can be a bad parent. If you don't have any kids, and there's no way that you can have any kids if you don't have sex. Simple. Very easy formula. Very easy formula. I just want you to know that. And, there's AIDS, HIV, chlamydia, gonorrhea, nigga, herpes, nigga, crabs, nigga. And you can break your dick. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But that's it, man. That's all I wanted to say. I'm the band, you the band, we the band together, man. Aaron motherfucking Moses. Peace. Crabs, nigga?